So, ICAS is introduced in NEP 2020 to preserve ancient Indian knowledge and the mother of all Indian languages, that is Sanskrit. So, by now we are convinced about the need of Sanskrit and how Sanskrit is essential to be known by every Indian citizen. So let us go through some key features of Sanskrit language. It is characterized by phonetic nature, as we have seen from the various shlok. It is in the form of a pair of 2 lines or 4 lines as such, structured way. Phonetic uh, method of representation. Direct alignment between written symbols and spoken symbols. The way it is written, the same is the way of pronunciation. So there is no conflict among these two things. Then every sound has its own pronunciation. Uh, the famous Sanskrit scholar Panini, around 500 BC, he composed the Sanskrit grammar in the book called as Ashtadhyayi. As the name indicates, it consists of Ashta Adhyay, that is 8 chapters. If you just see the book, it's a small book, but it covers all the rules, all the templates regarding the Sanskrit language. That's how it is written in abbreviated form, and that's why it is very correlated to the computer systems and all the aspects of or rather semantics of computers. So that's a beauty of Sanskrit grammar. The only thing to be noted here is the Vedic text is not according to the Panini's grammar, because it is developed after the Vedic era. So all the non-Vedic text or script that is available in Sanskrit follows the grammar rules given by Acharya Panini. So obviously, if we know the rules, we can easily interpret any Sanskrit text. Now, for any language to be studied, the very first step is alphabets. So, uh, there is one difference between the alphabets that are known to us. If we talk of Indian languages, that is Hindi or Marathi in our case, the alphabets that we know, the arrangement of alphabets is somewhat different from the way it is represented by Acharya Panini. So, Panini's Ashtadhyayi, it is in the form of sutras, that is small statements describing the entire rule. So, it is using the abbreviation method. Uh, these some of the sutras, they have resemblance with some programming languages or aspects related to programming languages. Now, these are the Sanskrit alphabets. Now, as you can see, the arrangement is different. I have shown 2 colors. There are 14 sutras, as they are called as sutras. As you can see, it is collection of a particular set of alphabets, followed by some different letter, which is shown in green in this slide. It has got a peculiar meaning. The particular set and that end literal, this complete thing is called one sutra. The alphabets in this particular sutra will follow certain properties, or they will exhibit or they will participate in certain functionalities of the linguistic functions. This is how they are arranged. Now, if you just look at the first one, A, I, U, N, the last alphabet is not complete. Halanta, as it is called. So it's not actually included in the alphabet. It is like an envelope. Digital communication in digital communication also we come across this type of aspect, that is carrier signal. That is not a part of the original signal, but it is required for transmitting the signal from one end to another end. So these last literals are similar to those carrier signals in digital communication. These are envelopes. So while describing the rules that we will be discussing shortly, we'll use these stoppers, or you can say the end literals. Now when it is said earn, it is a set of three alphabets, A, E, U. Now is not inclusive, it is just a cover, envelope. Ak or to. So it involves actually two sutras. That means 5 alphabets. This is how it is written. Or rather, the alphabetic arrangement is done according to the properties of alphabets. So it is different. It is not difficult. The only thing is we don't know such type of arrangement. So these are the 14 sutras in which all the alphabets, swar as well as vyanjan, vowels as well as consonants, all these are arranged. So this is the first thing we need to know while starting studying the Sanskrit language. Now as you can see the title, Maheshwar Sutra. This is not technically proven, but it is uh, rather accepted by the ancient people that all these alphabets, all these sounds are nothing but the sounds created by the Lord Shiva's Damru. That's why the name Maheshwar Sutra. The sound coming out of the Damru of Sri Shiva. Now, Pratyahar. Now what it is? It is abbreviated method of describing set of alphabets having certain properties. Now as you can see, these are alphabets arranged in sutra, that is set, and as per the properties, multiple alphabets may exhibit similar properties. Now to represent those, again abbreviations are used, as I have already told you, ak. Now if you can see, a to k, it covers 2 sutras and 5 alphabets. So it is very easy to correlate. So these two tables we have to correlate simultaneously. Ach, the second pratyahar, a to ch, that covers 4 sutras, and it also covers all the vowels. Ach means all the vowels. Okay, so this is how the rules are defined by Panini. So these are the pratyahar. These are nothing but set of alphabets exhibiting certain property, exhibiting certain rule. Now these pratyahars are akshara plus following with it pratyay, that cover, envelope, as we have said. Now an, a, e, u. Only 3 alphabets when he has to refer for a certain rule, an will be written. So that itself means a, e, u. Up, it includes 5 alphabets, 2 sutras, and likewise all the pratyahars gives you different sets of alphabets. While describing them in some rules, these short forms are used. Hal, it covers all the consonants, vyanjana. Ach, it covers all the swara, vowels. Okay, so this is how beautifully the alphabets are arranged, and all the grammatical rules are defined with respect to these alphabets. Now, once we are learned about the alphabets, let us now start with the next step, that is formation of words. Now, every word in Sanskrit is called as a pada, and every pada is having a unique structure that describes every aspect of that word when it is used in a particular sentence. So the word carries all the possible details that are required in a particular sentence. This particular arrangement helps in a peculiar property which is held by the Sanskrit language, which is not seen in any other language, that we shall see next. Right now, let us focus on some of the words. Chhatraha. This word means student. The main noun is student, and it is plural. Many students. Chhatraha. Pustakam. This is again a noun, book, and it is object of the verb pustakam. So it is indicating object of the verb. Patishyanti. It is a verb. The previous two examples were nouns. Now this is a verb. In Sanskrit, verb is called as dhatu. So this is technical name for verb in Sanskrit language. Patishyanti. So it is a future tense. Will read, and it is in plural form. So multiple readers are expected. So even if this particular word is used, we happen to get this much of information. Okay, so that is the beauty of Sanskrit language. Gacchati, goes, in present tense, and subject is singular. Had it been gacchanti, it would have been plural, the same dhatu with plural form. So likewise, with minor variations, we can notify the changes clearly. In Sanskrit, each word conveys more grammatical information which is required when it is used in a sentence. This particular property actually leads to what is called as pada siddhata. As I have already told, every word in Sanskrit is called as pada. Pada siddha. Siddha means ready. So every pad in Sanskrit is ready to be used along with its meaning in a sentence. So we have ready-made words available which can be used in sentences irrespective of the order of the word in the sentence. So let us see some examples. Satishaha marge dhavati. I have taken simple example. There is a boy whose name is Satish who runs on the road. Dhavati, present tense. Dhavati, singular. Who runs? Satish runs. Where runs? Marge runs. So there are only three words. Satishaha marge dhavati. Now, every word is associated with all the properties that are required to be held by that word when it is used in the sentence. That is nothing but pada siddhata, ready word, pada siddha. So wherever it is used in the sentence, it will convey the same meaning. So you can see in the next lines, I have changed the order of the words. Dhavati Satishaha marge. In this sentence, the verb is written first. Satishaha dhavati marge. Marge dhavati Satishaha. There can be n number of permutations and combinations, but still the meaning of the sentence does not change. This is the beauty of Sanskrit language. If you try to translate the other or rather organizations of the sentences into English, the real meaning is lost. So we cannot change the order of the words in other languages, which is possible in Sanskrit language. So this is a peculiar property of Sanskrit language which is not seen in any other languages. Another example, Riya Lekhanya Patram Likhati. Likhati writes. Again present tense. What writes? Patram, letter. How writes? Lekhanya, with a pen. Who writes? Riya. A girl is writing a letter with a pen. Okay, so Riya writes a letter with a pen. Now, if I change the order of the words, the English sentence will be somewhat funny and we might not convey the exact meaning which was expected to be conveyed, which is possible even if we change the order of words in Sanskrit. So this is a very peculiar feature of Sanskrit language and easy to understand. Nothing difficult in this. Now, key takeaways. The Vedic literature is only 1% of the entire Sanskrit literature. The other remaining 99% non-Vedic literature follows the Panini's grammar. So if you start studying the Panini's grammar rules, you can definitely interpret all the non-Vedic scripts or literature or text material in Sanskrit language. So a huge set of, or rather you can say sea of knowledge is available at your doorstep. Most of the Indian languages have 60% of Sanskrit words. Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, Tamil, any Indian language, because they are derived from Sanskrit only. Then when there is a requirement of pure and unadulterated language, Sanskrit is the best choice as it is well written, well formulated language. The rules are so written that it creates the end product very effectively. That is the beauty of the grammar of Sanskrit. Then in the era of globalization, the knowledge of Sanskrit can be explored to global people with the help of ICT tools. Efforts are being made in this direction. Manuscripts, original manuscripts are being converted to digital forms. The work is going on. After the patent cases, such type of work was initiated and more focus is nowadays on such type of activities. India has the oldest and largest collection of manuscripts, which was undercover, but now slowly we are gaining knowledge about that. On 14th of February 2007, so around 18 years back, the National Mission for Manuscripts was launched by Government of India, which are converting all the Indian manuscripts, not only Sanskrit, in all other regional languages also are being converted to digital form. So it's a nice initiative. So these are the references. I will share this PPT in your WhatsApp group so you can have these things. And before I conclude, I would like to thank Honorable Principal and convener of this STDP, Dr. P.V. Thorat sir, HOD CAC, Dr. Satarkar sir for his constant motivation, and the coordinators of this STDP, Dr. Gupta sir and Professor Gandhani sir for giving me this chance, and thanks to all the participants for your patient listening. Now, before I conclude with this Sanskrit shloka, there is a instruction for all the participants. After I conclude, a video will be played. It is a Sanskrit song, and the song is a very specific type of song. It is Maheshwar Sutra Gan. So it is nothing but song of alphabets, Sanskrit alphabets. So enjoy the song and try to memorize the Sanskrit alphabets with the help of this song. So happy learning, start learning Sanskrit, uh, and Jayatu Sanskritam, Jayatu Bharatam. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya